加州12项公投提案有什么？其中8项是由民间组织透过收集选民签名成案，另外4项是由州议会所通过的，应该如何选择？民主党的美国领导法案强调重塑竞争力，共和党的战略法案应对中国全球市场与美国企业中的经济行为。两党的对华政策是利还是弊？共和党主张 America First， 美国优先；民主党请求 Build Back Better， 重建美好未来，是否都只是口号？2020你说了算，天下纵横谈之选前特别报道，从政策面的角度分析两方候选人当选后可能会带给金融、科技、工业、医疗、社会福利和能源等各大产业什么样的影响。2020你说了算，我们挺的是珍惜勤奋努力、勤劳致富价值观的国家领导人和党派。2020你说了算。
你好，我是沈凌，欢迎收看《天下纵横谈之选前特别报道》2020你说了算。在2020年的11月3日，您在这个之前要做好很多加州提案的决定。加州提案内容包括了什么？又有哪些是您必须要做决定的？在今天我们有2位嘉宾，我们一起来讨论加州提案到底有哪些。首先为您介绍的是 Mr. Peter Bull，Peter 您好。
小林你好。
接着为各位介绍的是 Mr. George Chen，George 您好。
你好，小林。
There are a lot of propositions that's in California right now, starting with Proposition 14. We are talking about borrowing $5.5 billion in government bonds for stem cell research, 也就是第14号的公投案，要发行55亿的亿元债券来资助加州的干细胞研究。对于这个提案，您的看法如何？
我的建议是 vote no， 因为我们在过去已经给了10 billion， 就是100亿。来做这个 stem cell， 没有任何的结果，所以15年前已经给了100亿，那么他们现在又要回来要更多的50亿 ，right？ 5 billion 是50亿。So my recommendation is no because they have not shown progress of the money that we have spent before.
I am a hard no on Proposition 14. Matter of fact, more than 5.5 billion. You add interest of 2.3 billion, it comes up to be roughly 7.8 billion. So we've done this before. Shannon, no more raising taxes. We're in a pandemic. All the money since I raised should go to get us over just getting the folks in the business get by for this pandemic. So at this time, we don't want to spend more money on bonds.
Okay, let's go on to the next one, Prop 15. As for Prop 15, the commercial property tax revision, commercial properties would be tax-based on their market value instead of the amount of which they are purchased. 第15号公投案讲的是商业还有工业房产需要以当下的房产价值来缴税。您的看法又是如何？
It's a hard no， 因为对很多 small business 来讲会有 bankrupt them， and 如果你是租房子的话，你租的房子也是一个 commercial property， 这样的话你自己的租金会涨很多。Again， 我们共和党提倡的是少受税、low taxes and small government， so we recommend definitely no on Prop 15.
我也是 hard no。这个 Prop 15 is really a little bit. I'll use the English phrase, wolf in sheep clothing of turning around Prop 13. Those of us, 像我们, have bought property a long time ago. We want to keep our taxes low. So this is just another way of saying, oh, it's for schools, but really there's no control that this money is going to go to schools. There's really another way to repeal Prop 13, especially all of us who work hard all our lives to try to buy a property. The last thing we want to do is get the property tax repealed. Hard no.
Especially if it increases as how the house market value keep on going up, as how the housing market is right now, it can get very, very scary for all the house owners.
Yes.
Right, George? For Prop 16, lifting the ban on affirmative action. This one has lots of controversy. It says 要废除加州1996年公投所通过的209号宪法修正案，而这个修正案呢，其实是说明了在公职聘雇、教育还有政府的合同上面，加州是不可以因为种族、肤色或是性别、族裔或是国家原籍的原因来做出考虑的原则。现在想要推翻这个209号法案 ，How do you feel about that?
Again, 如果所有的 proposition 里面哈，我对16号是一定要100%、1000% no。我们这个 no on Prop 16对我们来讲，不是对我们，是对我们下一代来讲有很深远的影响。如果这个法律过的话，不是只有我们会遭殃，是我们下几代都会遭殃。所以千万呼吁大家一定要 vote no on Prop 16, please. Thank you.
How about George?
I am also a triple net no on Prop 16. Prop 16 again, 这个 for especially us, we're in the 来美国 one of the things we want to do is allow our children, our grandchildren, opportunity to go to the university and schools here. So this is a proposition that really, when we work hard, study hard, get top scores, and discriminates against those of us who work hard. So it's actually reverse discrimination and wolf in sheep clothing, again, calling affirmative action. So this has got to be a triple net no on 16.
No on 16. Listen to professional suggestions. As for Prop 17, allowing parolees to vote. 第17号公投案，为了那些犯了轻罪被假释的这些 parole 的人，可以恢复他们的投票权。They can start voting again. Peter, what's your view on that?
Again, I must say no to this one as well. Again, for a very simple reason. It's many countries, if you are a prisoner or if you're a parolee, they don't allow you to vote. Again, why Democrats are allowing this to happen is beyond my conscience. It is unbelievable. 所以我建议大家千万不要也 vote no on this one. Okay? 因为如果说过的话，犯罪其实就变成一个没有 punishment 的一种情况，所以 please vote no.
George, in your point of view?
My point of view, again, it's a hard no on Prop 17. We come to the U.S. for good schools. The other thing, we come here for law and order. And we've already suffered under Prop 47, where in the past we've lowered felons to misdemeanors. This is another path going down the road. You have not served your sentence yet, and you're not allowed to vote. So if you do the crime, you should do the time. Part of the consequences is not being allowed to vote until you finish your parole. We should abide by the law and not ease it up. No on 17.
Yes, 因为其实在这一个自由国度当中，我们每一个人都受到了宪法的保护。可是，在当宪法保护你的同时，你必须要去遵守这一个国家的法律。当你没有遵守这个国家的法律的时候，你的身份其实是会被褫夺的，就是我们所谓的褫夺公权。当你的公权是被褫夺的时候，你就没有这个权利再去进行自由国度当中民主自由的投票权了。As for Prop 18, allowing some 17-year-olds to vote. 第18号公投案就是允许那些已经17岁，并且在下一个大选时即将是18岁的年轻人，下一个大选呢 ，maybe 4年之后，可以参加初选或是特别选举。
我是觉得民主党好像找不到人去投他们的票了，所以他们现在要找犯罪的人，要找17岁的人。What's stopping them from going 16, right? 18岁这个年纪在美国已经是很久的一个算是传统了 ，right？ 所以我的建议还是 let's keep it at 18. Don't change what we're doing right now.
George, what's your point?
I am a no on 18. Still the law here. When a person graduates from high school, if they turn 18, they could be considered an adult. If the drinking age is 21 here, you don't say, oh, I'm 6 months shy, so maybe that could be legalized. So once you go down, then it becomes there's no end. So I think, you don't say, if you can only drive at a certain age, you could drink at a certain age, vote at a certain age, let their minds mature old enough.
True.
They don't need a head start. I mean, they will get their chance to vote when they turn 18. So,
and they can live up to 80. And every year they can vote.
Exactly. You don't need a grace period to vote. It makes no sense to me.
Prop 19, property tax breaks allow homeowners who are 55 or older wildfire disaster victims or disabled to keep their property tax at the same level or at a reduced rate when they buy a new home. 第19号公投案就是对于年长者或是残障人士的房产或是遗产房的房税是重新评估的。
So this is the only proposition California Republican Party did not take a position. 因为it affects some people and it affects some people. So we want to make sure that this is a fair choice for the voters. So California Republican Party only on Prop 19 we did not take a position to say yes or no. And but many Republican organizations have suggested that we vote no. But again, I leave it up to the voters.
George?
I am still a no on this. Going back, it's very related to the earlier proposition is impacting the Prop 13. Let's do an example. All of us are homeowners today, and we have a certain tax rate. Someday we may want to pass our home to our children as an inheritance. Do we want them at that point to get a big increase? I would say no. I want to pass on potentially my home to my kids or grandkids and not get them with a big tax hike. So this is another tricky one. You think about it. I am, again, no on 19.
As for Prop 20, restrictions on parole limits. Some sentence reduction that stem for Prop 14, which was passed at 2014, and 57, which was passed on 2016. 第20号的公投案是改变有关于对于犯罪判刑、监视的释放，还有对于 DNA 收集等等的现有政策。
Out of the 12 propositions, we're recommending yes, only 2 of them, and 20 is a hard yes. This will continue to protect our law and order for law-abiding citizens like us. So vote yes on 20.
I am also a yes. This is very similar to what I shared earlier. California has been suffering a lot under Prop 47 already, lowering felons to misdemeanors. Recently, even during the pandemic, we're suffering under zero bail. Where actually all the police officers want to go the other direction. Otherwise, people think, it's a free day to commit crime in California. So definitely, we cannot. We need to go the other direction. So in this case, the other direction is a yes on Prop 20.
Prop 21, rent control allows local government to place rent control only on residential properties that are more than 15 years old. 21号公投案扩大地方政府对于房屋租赁的控制。
Again， 我觉得这是民主党一直要加税的问题。Again， 我一直认为加州不是有一个 income problem， we have a spending problem， 我们花钱实在是没有这样的控制，所以民主党一直要用 rent control 这一部分来 to get more taxes。所以我的建议是 for sure 100% no on 21 as well， 因为21号会对很多 hardworking landlord 造成很多不公平的这种提案。
And George?
I am also a no on Prop 21. So the Prop 21 really is against the principle 我们这个supply and demand. It's just like your real estate value, your location, your demand determines the rent rate. If you start regulating the rent control, then we will be out of control. So no on Prop 21.
Prop 22, workplace rules for gig workers mandate that app-based drivers are provided with benefits like minimum compensation, healthcare, subsidies, vehicle insurance, and training. 22号公投案要基于应用程式，就是 App 的驾驶者作为独立合同工的这样的一个考虑，雇佣这些合同工人呢，必须要有相关的劳工政策。对于这个，您有什么看法？
Again, 22 is a proposition you must vote yes on. 是这样子哈，我们很多 Uber driver 啦，这些 gig economy 是在加州发明，在加州硅谷发明的 ，right？ 那么 如果我们今天 vote no 的话 ，basically 这些公司他们已经扬言说要离开加州了。So， 那么如果说 if we don't have Uber or Lyft anymore， 酒价会高很多，因为many people rely and senior citizens right rely on Uber and Lyft. So by voting yes, you are actually saying yes, we want to keep the gig worker in California. So please vote yes on 22.
Prop 22 will be the second yes of all that's on this list today. And again, this is for app-based business, Uber and Lyft. I totally agree. This is the spirit of competition. I'm going to have a different business model to help the residents, and it's fast. The taxi companies, they could, start changing their business model if they want to compete. This bill sort of repeals a portion of AB 5, which was the one that really attacked the app-based business. We need to keep them here. I use them.
I use them.
Yes, on Prop 22.
As for Prop 23, kidney dialysis clinics require clinics to have at least one licensed physician present during the operation hours. And there's a little bit more to that. 所以其实呢，23号公投案是要求这些肾透析的诊所是要有医生在场坐班的，而且如果这些诊所要关门的话，需要州政府的同意。对于 Prop 23 ，Peter 您的看法为何
？Definitely no， 因为 again 这就是更多的大政府 ，bigger government, bigger regulations, bigger. It would drive many mom and pop kidney dialysis facility out of business. So please vote no.
I am a no on Prop 23. For example, where do you stop? If you need a doctor stay in the dialysis center. Somebody's got to pay that doctor that entire day. So doctor's not elsewhere saving lives. And the machine pretty much goes automatic. It's almost like I go to Red Cross and donate blood, and you're going to say, you need a doctor in that station, sit with me all day as patients go through and donate blood. It's going to, drive these dialysis business out of business. And at the end of the day, it'll be the dialysis patients who get hurt because it'll cost them much more, and actually lives are at risk. Prop 23 is a no.
Prop 24, consumer privacy rules require businesses to tell people whether their information is being collected and sold. 第24号公投案，加州隐私者的隐私法案会成立一个机构来促进该法案的实施还有实行。
Again, I urge everybody to vote no on this as well. 因为它会 create 一个 loophole, right? 那么又另外设立一个机关来 control 这些 privacy 我们的privacy information. Again, please vote no on this. It doesn't make sense, and it just create more government spying on us.
And George?
Prop 24, I'm a no. We got enough regulation on this. We need less regulation. We don't need to create more loopholes for people to, again, I'll copy Peter's words, spy or snoop, collect information on us.
As for Prop 25, replace cash bail to risk assessment referendum. 第25号公投案对于等待庭审的这些嫌犯呢，采用危险评估来代替现金保释。
Very hard no. 因为我们自从我们有 SB 10这些法律之后，and we actually got rid of the bail system 之后，加州的犯罪是一直往上升的。所以 please vote no to bring back and keep the cash bail system.
Hard no on Prop 25. No, 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 because we are for law and order. It's just like during the pandemic, when we do the zero bail, people are going out committing crime, knowing that they would just immediately come out. So we need to have consequences for those who commit crime. We need to start turning the state around. Hard no on Prop 25.
After quickly going through all the proposition at the very end of this interview, can you please let us know which one would you recommend, or would you tell all the viewers that's on Skylink TV that you strongly suggested on?
So for me and the party, represent California Republican Party, 代表加州共和党，我是建议大家 vote yes on 20 and 22. Rest of it, no.
I think Peter covered the two, so I'm going to pick one that I highly urge, and it's the Prop 16, especially the viewers on your television station are probably mostly Asian and Chinese. Yes. And why do we come to this country? One of the big things is education. We want a fair chance. We don't want to, be discriminated just because we work hard, earn our way. There's a lot of cases like at Harvard University admission. I would say, Peter already caught the two. That's yes on 20 and 22. But just remember, Prop 16 is why most of us come to this country to have a chance to make it. And we should not be held penalized because we worked harder, got good grades, and tested well. So no on 16.
Thank you very much, George. 其实今天呢，在这么短的时间当中，我们把所有加州的提案一目了然、一清二楚的告诉您了。可是，其实选票在您的手上，最后的决定也在你的手里。之后的5年、10年，甚至20年，您的下一代、您的下下一代的未来都非常的重要。只有您能做出最准确以及最正确的选择。